fire. You can see the flickering of the flames in the eyes of your compatriots around you, dwindling now in the twilight hours of night. What was once a rolling flame, casting a bright light out on the wide clearing where the frontier came to rest, is slowly diminishing to pulsing embers and occasional sparks flying up into the sky. The moon, peeking out of ever-growing cloud cover, lights the valley before you, the 100 yards between you and the tree line where shadows wait. As the moon and the fire dims, the shadows grow more bold, moving closer, growing hungry. If only these paltry lights in the face of the vast darkness of night would be enough to save you. Hello and welcome to Casting Roles, where a bunch of theater nerds and good friends play a little D&D. We're so happy that you've joined us. Take a moment to subscribe to the show. Takes just a click and gains our unending thanks. And drop us a like and leave us a comment. If you're new to the channel, jump right in with Campaign 2. It's a fresh campaign and you can start with your adventure here. We're right at the kickoff of the new 2024 Player's Handbook, so we'll be playing with the new rules, but there'll be some fun homebrew mechanics, classes, and other changes along the way. Our videos are uploaded on our YouTube every Friday, and we've got tons of great content to explore. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start the show. So last time, our crew adventurers, members of an expedition to uncharted lands, were stranded on the beaches of Highwall. Your ship crashed somewhere deeper within the land. Making your way into a primeval, untouched forest, you encountered dangers, remnants of this once shadow-touched land, as vines and beasts sought to feed on interlopers and leave the land once again untouched by your foreign presence. Making your way safely through the forest, recovering a few lost members of your crew, you found yourself higher up towards the mountains and the resting place of the ship. By quickly helping the injured and putting out flames, you took stock of the damage and thought morning might bring something quite lacking in this moment far from home: hope. As Lucky and Ravik kept watch in the night, you saw that your presence here had not gone unnoticed, and shadows, living remnants of the dark history of this place, moved towards you, and behind, a larger, more imposing creature rose up from the mountains to move towards the ship as well. And with that in mind, I would like you all to roll initiative. Anyone 25 to 20?
Wait, I didn't calculate my final number. 21.
21.
Nice.
Lucky.
Nice.
No, I'm a cleric. This is stupid.
That's bad.
I guess good right now because I'm on the front line.
Yeah, 19 to 15.
I got an 18.
Oh, I got 18.
Ravik first, then Bonnie, based on dexterity.
Really?
Well, I don't know. Bonnie, what's your dex?
+1, 12.
Yeah, Ravik's got it.
Yeah.
All right. 14 to 10.
I got
11.
8.
So Kieran.
That wasn't the right number, but
And then Andalus, what'd you get?
I got an 8.
Andalus.
I was the last one, so I figured I'd let you know.
Too bad you don't have the item that gives you the +1 bonus to
Yeah.
yours.
I would,
Let's not
that would
dwell
let
on
me.
past.
That would let me roll with a 0, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
Instead of my -1.
All right. So at the very top of the round, so Lucky, what you've seen in the space is the shadow creatures moving in, and they're kind of in little depressions and spaces spread about between the forest and the area here. And so from your space, you can see 4 of them kind of spread out there in the woods. They're waiting for the moon to fall behind a cloud to charge in, but you are up first.
How close am I to these friends?
The closest ones are about 45 feet away from you, and then the furthest ones are back at the trees about 60 feet.
Okay, that's not really... What I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to cast Bless on me and Ravik.
Okay.
And I don't think I'm close enough to hit
What's
anybody
the range?
on the ship. 30.
You could also get 5, 10, 15, 20. Kieran.
Okay, then I'll do that too.
Okay, so we've got
D4.
D4.
Yes.
So
Do attack and saving throws.
Wait.
And I would like to back up. And maybe I want to be a little further away from here and there.
Gotta get over here behind the ship a little bit.
Actually, no. Keep me where I was before. Like that. We're just that last little move.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, and you climb over like some of the fallen wings of the ship, and are using them. They will give you a little bit of cover because they're technically like propped up a little bit. I just can't have them propped up.
And
so you have a little
right
bit of cover.
before Lucky goes to cast, he flips down those like blue tinted glasses that usually keeps propped up on his head. And like pushes them down to, before he starts casting.
Fantastic. All right, up next we've got Ravik.
Okay, so let me see my camera.
You're right here.
Yep. Is there a big bad one guy that just seems like he is the leader of the troop?
The 4 that you can see are all relatively similar. There's like 2 of them. I mean, they're all kind of wolfen shaped, but they're giving off those tendrils of shadow. There's not like one of them that's larger than the others.
Okay, all right. So as a bonus action, can I activate both of my sea glass rods?
You
or just one at a time?
can, but only one has the benefit of the packed weapon right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to activate both, and you'll see sort of a stream of water coming from the end, and then sort of wrap around and coalesce and sort of solidify into a light crossbow in one hand, and I want to take an attack at one of the closest ones. Oh, an 11 to hit.
So the arrow kind of stream of water appears on the crossbow and then solidifies into a arrow that flies out towards the beast here, and it just impacts the dirt behind him as he kind of slinks to the side.
That was a warning shot. And, yeah, I'm gonna just. Is there any way that I can get cover, or am I just sort of?
Yeah, so you can.
there?
There's a piece of the engine is here. You could hide behind that, or you could join Lucky back behind the wing.
Actually, I want to sort of fall back towards the fire.
Okay.
Not that close to the other person. Maybe like towards the other wing. The other wing. Can I get that far? Yeah, there's good. That's good.
Yeah, you
One
I'll-
5 foot square outside of whatever AOE you have in the bag already, Josh.
Yep.
Yay!
What I was trying to
We're
say.
at third level. What's the AoE?
That would just worded it perfectly.
All right.
Yeah, and I'll hold there.
Josh,
yeah.
could I do a bonus action?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Okay. I would like to once I flick down my glasses, I would like to use radiant consumption.
Okay.
And so I just start glowing like a fucking maniac. And like you can see, like even behind like the tinted glasses, there is like light like coming from Lucky's eyes. And these like they're not physical wings, but you can see the outlines of what wings could be behind Lucky's back. But they're shrouded in like this like white like fire almost.
Awesome. All right.
Just does it very casually. Acts like this is not a big deal.
What range does the light come off of you? Because that does matter here.
Okay, that's going to be a bright light and 10-foot radius, dim light for an additional 10 feet.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. So, okay, good. All right. All right. Bonnie, that takes us to you.
I mean, that just looked cool. So I can't do that. Yeah, I'm going to hop down.
Okay.
But I'm already on.
Yeah, you're next to the fire over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah. For some reason I thought I was on the boat. And yeah, I will move up to kind of in front of the downed wing. Like a little more. Do I have any more?
What's movement? Is it 30?
I think so.
That was 30 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Who am I right next to there?
That is Ravik, right next to you.
Okay. Move me 10 feet back just so I'm not a juicy target. There we go. Yeah. And I am going to take the dodge action.
Okay. All right. So you are, if anything comes to attack you, they'll have disadvantage on their attack rolls against you.
Yeah.
All right. That takes us to our enemies. And those shadows were important. This one you see vanishes and then reappears on the deck of the ship.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not.
Transpositioning through shadow. This one disappears and then pops up here next to Ravik. Just out of the range of the firelight there. This one is going to pop here. The fourth one will pop down next to Bonnie. Ravik, attack coming your way. With disadvantage.
Yes, with disadvantage.
Oh, thanks, disadvantage. That one no miss. The second attack from that one with disadvantage, that will also miss. So you see like two kind of claws rake out in your direction, and you kind of dodge out of the way of both of them. Bonnie.
It's okay, babe.
That's 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and then the second attack will miss. So Bonnie, you take 5 points of slashing damage as the raking claw comes across you, and then these will go against the captain. Both of those hit. So Captain Remy takes 10 points of slashing damage as they come down. The last one here was trying to get to you, Lucky, but then the moment you burst into light, kind of reeled back, but it is going to spit in your direction, and a like this like beam of shadowy energy launches from its mouth and peels off towards you. With a natural one, blinded by the light from Lucky, it kind of splatters against the ship, and you just see kind of this like ichor begin to drip down the ship from the attack of the creature. And that is their moves. That takes us to Kieran.
Kieran runs out from the ship. Rodney, what's the situation? And then he'll start sprinting around to attack the giant.
Sprinting around to attack the giant? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's dashing?
Yeah.
All right, so a dash will get you there, and the giant is approaching the back of the ship. Yep.
Okay, do I have anything bonus action I can do? No, I do not.
All right, so you're there and ready to face off against the giant. Andalus.
All right, I am going to. I have the shadow creature on board, right?
You're
Because I was
unless-
on the ship.
Yeah, would you have been in the hold
was-
or would you have been with Shara?
That probably would have been with Shara,
Okay.
honestly.
Yeah. So you're up here.
Cool. All right, I'll cast Produce Flame,
Okay.
and I'll chuck it at this thing.
All right, let me. All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
Got 18.
18, that'll hit.
It takes 3 damage.
3 points of damage. So shadow 1, 3 points of damage. Nice. As this flame kind of launches out and splashes across the shadow creature. All right. Any movement, or are you going to hold where you are there, Andalus?
And then not Bonnie, and then Dottie will go.
Okay.
I'll just chill here. I'm going to fight. Dottie will fight. I rolled for
Dottie.
it. Is there anyone within 5 feet of the creature right now?
Yeah, the Remy and Shara are both within 5 feet.
So Dottie gets advantage because for some reason she gets
Pack tactics. Yeah.
which is hysterical to me. She also rolled. Wait. Yes. She rolled a 16.
16 hits.
She's incredible. I think that's just an automatic 2 damage when she hits.
2 points of damage.
So there you go.
Nice. All right. Okay.
There you go.
That takes us to our crew. Cora is going to rage and charge forward and get in range of this one here. Yavala is going to get up with the one on Ravik. And then Remy and Shara are there. Okay, cool. So Yavala, it's a hit. And then Cora, she'll do Reckless. That'll hit. Remy, hit. And then Shara's going to do Shocking Grasp. Good. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So you see just like a rapier from Remy slashes out at the creature right as Shar reaches out and grabs it and releases this electric blast in its face. Cora with a giant blacksmith's hammer slams down on the one next to the engine. And then Ravik, you see Yavala dancing up to you with a short sword and a shield, and she slices into the other one. At that exact moment, a giant boulder flies over the ship and slams into the one next to you, Bonnie. As Kieran, you see the giant lifting one of the boulders next to it and chucking it over the ship at the shadow creatures that are attacking the ship area. And it takes... Oh, that's a big hit. 20 points of damage to that shadow creature from the giant as it moves past you, Kieran, and then is kind of standing at the edge of the ship looking over at everything, kind of ignoring your presence for a moment, Kieran. All right. That takes us back at the top. Lucky.
Okay.
Right here, Lucky.
Yes. And can I move up a bit here
Towards the ship?
to be kind of next to, I think, Ravik? Is that one? Okay.
Right there? Yeah.
Yeah, but could I be... Does that put me within the range of 30 to all these little shadow guys here? That's what I'm trying to get at, but I don't know if it's possible.
All 3 of those are within 30 feet of you. The only one that's not is the one on the ship.
Okay, baby, it's time to turn some undead.
Okay, turn undead. Okay, and they get a saving throw.
Yeah.
One,
They have to make a wisdom saving throw.
one
If
rolled a
DC
natural
14.
20. The second one fails, and is that a 9? That's a 9. So the one on Cora succeeded, but the other 2 failed. So
They are frightened and
frightened of
incapacitated for 1 minute.
1 minute. And do they get to repeat that saving throw at the end of each of their turns?
It ends early if they take damage, if I get incapacitated, or if I die.
Okay, so as soon as they get hit, then it'll fail. Okay, so everyone gets a free advantage hit on them. Yep.
You get an advantage hit on it,
awesome.
basically.
Perfect.
And they can't attack on their next turn.
Fantastic. Anything with your bonus action?
Josh, you know that weapon we talked about with me?
Yeah.
Never figured that out.
Oh, so it wouldn't be a bonus action, you'd be an action, but yeah.
I know, but I just realized that as we were like talking.
I just realized I forgot to put it in your thing. Yep.
No, it's good. It's good. So I don't think I really have a lot of bonus actions here. So
no problem.
I think that'll be it for me.
Fantastic. Ravik, you're up. You've got one of these beasts in your face, clawing at you.
Okay. I'm trying to figure. We talked about this. So he's in my face. I want to use my short sword, which is my pack weapon.
Yep.
At this moment, to hit him, and then it has the Vex property.
You don't have that yet because you don't have a level of fighter.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, once you take the level of fighter or rogue, then you'll be able to get the weapon masteries. But
is it on the weapon?
They all do, just because they have that ability. But you have advantage on the attack because the creature is currently incapacitated.
Oh, well, let me lice him up really quick.
Okay.
And I will make an attack with my short sword at advantage. This watery blade that has taken physical form.
Josh, that light would have moved with me. I don't know if that does anything.
It would have, yeah.
Okay.
So it's a 22 to hit.
22, yeah, because it lowers their DC, their AC. So yeah, 22 hits. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And then, so that's 3 damage, or 6 damage.
Okay.
And then he's incapacitated. I can move, right?
Yeah.
Without taking an opportunity attack.
Yes. We'll say until the end of your turn. I'll have to read the cleric thing 100%, but we'll just say till the end of the turn after it takes damage. Yep.
Oh, God. Is there anyone near me that looks like they're just really in dire? Actually, can I move behind the flame?
Yeah.
What I have noticed that their aversion to light, I think we sort of noticed that when they were running through the.
Yes, you would have immediately seen the ones that the moment Lucky lit up that was charging towards Lucky that like stopped in its tracks and didn't approach Lucky.
Okay, so that's my attack action. And then do I have anything with the bonus action? Let me see. I don't think so. Hex, missy step.
You could hex one of them if you wanted to.
I don't want to use my spell slots.
Use them or lose them, and you get them back at a short rest. So
he's just like me for real.
I'm still learning all this.
Yeah.
Me as Jerry using no spell slots always.
I miss Abel. All right, I'm going to.
Don't you know we don't get those back ever?
You'll hex? Okay.
I'm gonna hex. Who's engaged right now?
Cora, Yavala, Bonnie, Cora, and Yavala all have one of these creatures on them. And then on the ship, which
Bonnie
you can't really see
hit,
from
right?
your angle. Yeah, Bonnie took a hit.
I want to hex whoever Bonnie's engaged with.
Give him disadvantage on what? Strength, dex, or like what kind of saving throw? Or what kind of action?
Oh my gosh. It's an action?
It will like strength, charisma, dexterity, one of your abilities.
Disadvantage on ability check. Okay. Strength.
Okay, it's disadvantage on strength checks. Not saving throws, just checks. All right.
Yeah.
That's the end of Ravik's turn. And then goes to Bonnie. So Bonnie, what does Ravik's hex look like as it reaches out and wraps itself around this creature?
It's an eerie mist that like kind of comes from the end of his rods, his sea glass rods.
It didn't get
and
better.
sort of, yeah, just sort of like very intentionally floats towards the victim and just surrounds them in
Nice.
like a thick fog, sort of.
Good. So Bonnie, you see this now, like this fog, like condensation dripping into this creature in front of you. It's your go. Mhm.
Okay. I want to try to grab it and then pile drive it backward behind me into the fire.
Into the fire. Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll for your grapple check. Let me pull up shove rolls.
That'll be an unarmed strike.
Yes. Mhm.
Now we're rolling good. That's 22.
22 hits. So what we'll say here, so when you move them, it'll be contested strength check to try to move them. So go ahead and make a strength check. It would be your athletics on your side. And they have disadvantage on this. That was
As a natural 20, 23.
Natural 1 on their side.
Yeah.
All right. So you flip it over and throw it into the flames. Go ahead and roll 2d6 fire damage.
Seven.
7 points of damage. Nice. All right. And all right. And then that's your action. What would you like to do? Anything with your bonus action or your movement?
Bonus action. I would like to cast Shield of Faith upon my.
On yourself? Oh. He froze.
Oh no. They both did.
Oh no. Well, hold on. I'm looking up Shield of Faith anyways. This is good. Shimmering field appears
Not like they left their mic on.
within range, granting it a +2 bonus to AC for the duration. Nice.
And Ronnie, you stole my thunder. I was going to use the a martial thing with my next attack, which I still will. But
I'm just so confused with like. I feel like I've read so many things and I get distracted with like, oh, that will be a cool feature for the future. I'm like, oh, I don't have that yet. So.
Don't be afraid of the warlock spell slots. You get them back at a short rest. Use them when you can.
yeah, they're there for a reason. And by the way, I can't, if
We're not high level enough to be doing back-to-back fights.
Yeah.
Right now.
And if for some reason we do bring the ticket takers back for something, Saurus under the new monk rules, because they buffed them somewhat, like the second the bonus attack or the flurry of blows no longer require you to take the attack action.
Yep.
And on a short rest, you can get a bunch of your key points back.
Yeah, they really helped monks out. Because monks were already good, but they really improved monks.
They needed the help, and it was good to see them get some love.
Yeah, you had to play them a certain way, otherwise.
And do the side body.
Yeah, I think you can flesh them out a little more.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Rob.
Yep. All right. So you got Shield of Faith activate. Is that a concentration spell?
Yes.
And you have a +2 bonus to your AC. All right, that takes us to our enemies. So immediately, the one up here is going to go at Remy, who attacked him again. Both of those will hit. That's another 10 points to Remy. He's looking rough. Remy is looking rough.
Remy.
The one on, well, now the one in the flames, Bonnie, is going to leap out of the flames and try to grab you. Has disadvantage on the attack because of the fire. That is only a 13 to hit, that misses. But on the second one,
and the hex, right?
The hex only affects the strength checks. Okay, that was 2 higher rolls. Does 18 hit, Bonnie?
Nope.
Oh, okay, good. So the flaming creature leaps out, dragging embers behind it, and clangs off against your shield with 2 strikes. The one that Ravik struck is going to go after Yavala. One of those will hit Yavala. 6 points damage to Yavala. And then the one that Cora is on is still incapacitated because didn't take any damage. And Lucky, as you're kind of looking, you see another darting out of the forest this way, and kind of skidding to a halt outside of the range of the flames here. And then you see a different creature beginning to charge out of the forest. This kind of more humanoid creature with this kind of wings of shadow just roiling off of its back as it charges out of the forest there. Let me see if he has any ranged actions. Yeah, he is going to, you see him charge, but then he gets to a place where there's shadow, and suddenly he vanishes from sight, and you can't see him anymore.
Okay.
All right. Then that takes us to Kieran. Kieran.
Deck of the ship's 10 feet high.
Yeah, if you go around to where the giant is on that side, this part's a little bit higher, but the other one's 10. Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'm trying to figure out if I have enough movement to get up on top of the ship and within attack range of the critter there.
Oh wait, no, you are at the part of the ship where we threw down a rope ladder. So yeah, you can climb there.
Great. I will move there, and I am going to attack that critter.
You have advantage because Shara is within attack range. Oh, I didn't do Shara as a striking. Oh wait, no, it's not cruise yet. There we go. Yep, you've got advantage.
Nat 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a 17. That was that's a good roll. Okay, so that is, what am I rolling? D6. Okay. 9 damage.
9 points of damage. Nice. All right. You just get one. Anything with your bonus action?
Yeah, I'm not 5th level yet.
Nope.
No. Actually,
So excited to.
no, I'm going to save that. So, no, that does it for me.
Okay.
Oh, and I use the sap martial weapon ability on it, so its next attack is at disadvantage.
All right. Its next attack is at disadvantage. Nice. Okay. That takes us to Andalus.
Sweet.
There's a giant looming over you at the back of the ship right now. And then the creature up here on Shara, and you saw Kieran kind of pull himself up onto the deck and go into attack with his wooden sword against the creature.
And you also saw the giant throw a rock at the smoke creatures.
You did.
Versus attacking
No,
Kieran.
I'm aware. Oh, I'm aware. Don't worry. I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
I'm gonna focus on the shadow creature first.
Which one? The one that's up here?
The one attacking, whichever one attacks Shara.
Okay, yeah, you've got 3 attacks against that one.
All right, first one is 14.
That hits.
I think it's D. How much is it? D. Oh my god, all new spells. 2d6. Okay. Hold on, get my d6 out. I'm sorry. Why is this so jammed in there? I'm failing my strength check in real life. Like all the other dice come out easy, and the d6 is just wedged in there. Okay. 5 damage.
Okay.
All right, next ray is 11.
That one will miss.
And then third ray is also an 11.
Okay, so one of your rays kind of shoots out and blasts into the creature. The other 2 go a little wide as it's dancing around 3 of your compatriots, and you don't want to hit them, and so you kind of direct the spell away from them.
Little cutie massage there, Rob.
Oh.
Okay.
And then Dottie.
Yes, Dottie will yet again attack as she's likely to do. See if she gets better than me. She got 13.
13 misses.
well, she tried.
Alright, yeah.
Please tell me you're making a Dottie miniature.
She's on the base.
I will make a separate one just in case Dottie runs further afield.
Yeah,
but
there is a chicken on the base.
Dottie's on the base for Andalus's miniature. All right,
Nice.
the crew is going to go here. That hits from Cora. Oh, she had advantage.
When do we learn enlarge and cast it on Dottie?
I have that already.
Thank your incapacitation, Lucky. Cora crits on 19s and got a crit because of advantage.
Ooh. Which
you-
one is Cora attacking?
Which one? Yeah, which
this-
one's Cora?
This one here. Cora's the barbarian, the
Okay.
blacksmith
Oh shit!
barbarian.
Okay, a
Yep.
great person to
And
crit.
then
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yavala, that'll hit for Yavala, and then that'll hit for Remy and Shocking Grasp.
Guys, am I like good at playing support?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Wait a minute.
All of them except for the one on Bonnie got hit. And then let's see here. Throw a stone or you see the giant kind of lift their claw up into the air, and the clouds that have kind of gathered around the moon begin to swirl a little bit, and you just see a lightning bolt
Ooh.
slam down on this one here that just joined the battle. And okay, good. Takes a hefty bite of its damage as they cast Call Lightning. All right.
That's impressive.
That takes us up to the top. Lucky.
What about the giant?
Okay.
The giant cast Call Lightning.
So, sorry. Which one am I again?
You're right here.
Okay. And you said Remy's messed up.
Remy is looking bloodied. Yeah, he's been taking a
Which
beating.
one? And which one's that?
He's up on the ship.
Oh
It's
God.
the other gray one, the other gray guy.
Sorry, there's a lot of
Remy, why are you
grays.
so far away?
He's 5, 10,
That's
15, 20. He's 30 feet
fine.
of you. Yeah.
Is there like can I get I don't think I can get within touch range on him. But can I get
You can because there's a ladder there.
oh, interesting.
Yeah, there was ladders thrown around either side up there and at the back of the ship.
Okay. Then I'll run up. I'll do a cure wounds. Just a level 1 for
Okay.
him.
Yeah.
I'll roll for it. Let's 14.
14 point. Nice.
And then I actually don't want to be here, so I will jump down, but with my wings, I fly down, so I don't have to
Ooh.
do fall damage.
No falling damage. Nice. Good.
Yep.
Fantastic.
That's cool.
All right.
Yeah, they're not real wing. You can't you can fly, but you have to be on the ground at the end of your turn. So
Yeah.
it's not fly proper, but for
Okay.
things like that, very useful.
Yeah. And they just kind of
They're more
flare for a
aesthetic.
moment as you, right before you hit, there's this flare of energy and then you settle.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the fly version of Misty Step.
Kind of,
Oh,
yeah.
All right, Ravik, back here behind the flames. One of these shadowy creatures just dived out of the flames towards Bonnie right in front of you, and then there's 3 that look like they're stalking your crew members up further ahead.
I want to swing around the flame. Can I give flanking? Is that a thing? You can do-
This one jump out. Yeah, you can flank with Bonnie there. Mhm.
All right, I want to flank with Bonnie and swing my short sword. It's hard going between windows too. I'm
You have advantage.
okay, here. Let me I got my real dice.
Woohoo!
Just make you not able
That's
to.
a natural 20.
See, stop rolling. Stop rolling internet
I-
dice.
I have been
Well,
telling Ronnie since the first year that we started playing this game that he rolls incredible when he rolls physical
Stop
dice.
rolling
I
internet
know,
dice.
God keeps proving me right at every turn.
You are absolutely correct. Okay,
God,
that's
D&D
nerfs
Beyond
himself
hates
with
you.
Yeah. Ronnie is voluntarily nerfing himself with convenience.
Yeah.
The buttons are right there.
dice are right
Oh wait, I
there.
was about to. Okay, so we double the dice, right? No. Crit roll. I'm not gonna do the damage dice in the real world, guys. I just can't. Was that one hexed as well?
That one's hexed. Mhm.
Okay, so
Ooh,
that's
yeah.
14 damage plus another d6 from the hex.
It doubles the hex too.
So
Ooh.
I just rolled 2d6.
Yeah.
That's another 6. So that's 20 damage total.
20 points of damage to this one, which was already heavily injured. Describe how Ravik takes out this
Yeah.
one.
Oh, so it's an interesting thing. Whenever I go to swing my short sword made of just like condensed water that's become solid, I cut through the mist that the hex spell has created around him, and like the mist sort of follows my swing, and I just slice right through him with the mist, just like cutting through as I cleave him in half and finish off this little shadowy carnivore, I guess, whatever this creature is.
Beautiful. As it's dead. Now, as a bonus action, you can shift your hex to one of the other creatures if you like.
Okay, I can shift it. Could I also bonus action fire with my crossbow? Because they're both light weapons.
You either
So if I
shift
do
hex
two different-
or
Okay.
attack.
Which one do I want to do? And then, so I'm going between windows, back and forth. All right. So my compatriot, that is, who is the person with the reddish, orangish looking base?
That's
there?
Yavala, the
And were
dwarven
they-
quartermaster. Yep.
Were they injured?
They've taken a couple hits. Yeah. Mhm.
And who's the other person engaged?
Cora, who
with
has
the-
not been taken any damage yet, but is surrounded.
All right. I'm going to take a shot with my light crossbow or whatever it's called
Okay.
at the one engaged with Cora.
Yeah.
And crap. Oh, you know what? Yep. I learned my lesson. That's a 13 on the dice plus
That'll hit.
3 to hit, so 16 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
All right, and then it's a d6, right? Or
For your crossbow, yeah.
okay. Ooh, so that's 5 damage.
Okay.
To that creature. And any movement I can make?
You can
I'm just
move.
gonna hang out near the. I'm hanging out near the flame for right now.
Okay, you're in a good spot. All right.
Yeah.
That takes us to Bonnie. You just see as the one in front of you gets hacked and dissipates into shadow by Ravik, and then and kind of clears in the space there.
I'm going to turn to Ravik and I'm going to say, well, you know, I always said you want to make every campfire story a memory that'll last a lifetime. And then I'm going to run off and I'm going to beat the other one closest to me with my quarterstaff.
You can have advantage on the attack because you can flank with Yavala.
Yes, I will do that.
For the record, now that 3 out of 5 people here have asked me, I was laughing. I was not
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah,
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, okay, listen, this is not me making fun of Ronnie, but he said condensed water turns solid, and it was like, that's just
Ice?
No. This is the way
I
that
know
I
what
figured
you
it.
mean, but I
Yeah,
love the
okay.
idea
All right, all
that
right.
magic reinvented ice. It was just really funny.
Right. If you ever watch like the Young Justice cartoon,
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean. It was just
yes.
funny.
the
Pressurized.
Aqualad character.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
It was so funny it hurt, is what you're telling me.
oh,
I was just laughing, and then I was trying not to laugh because I didn't want to like make it a thing, and then I started crying, and then I was like, I have to stop.
All right.
man,
But then
fantasy
so many
allows
people
us-
messaged me, and I
Yes.
was like, I'm okay.
Because Ronnie basically water jetted the thing.
He did. Yeah.
That's a 17. Jeff.
That's
17
funny.
hits.
5 damage.
5 points of damage. Nice. All right.
Ooh.
Any? So that kind of moved you up there. Anything else with your bonus action?
Can I try to goad it into attacking me?
Do you have an ability that lets you do that as a bonus action?
No,
'Cause,
there's nothing
'cause-
mechanical unless as a bonus action I can roll persuasion.
I will give you a persuasion with disadvantage or an intimidation with disadvantage just to make it you seem like the bigger threat
Okay.
as a bonus action.
Okay. That disadvantage you said?
Yeah.
She's too matronly.
Yeah,
It's just somebody's
Oh.
mom.
It's hostile. It's okay. All right, that takes us to our enemies.
Which sucks because I also rolled a 19.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
All right, our enemies are gonna. Swarm.
Josh?
Yes.
Just for reference purposes, I have blind fighting, which means if something gets within 10 feet of me, even if it's invisible,
You can see it.
I can see it. But unless it's actively trying to hide from me when invisible.
Nice, perfect. All right. So those are gonna to swoop into Cora and make attacks with advantage against Cora. That'll hit. That'll hit. That will hit. And okay, so 4 hits on Cora.
Jesus, Cora.
Cora is a barbarian, so thankfully that
Okay, good.
20
Okay.
damage is reduced to 12 points damage. All right.
Keeps the rage going.
Yeah.
She still look okay, though?
She looks okay, yeah. And then the one here on you, Bonnie, you see it kind of snarl for a moment as appearing behind you in the shadows, that more humanoid creature, and it is going to make 2 attacks on you, one with its bite and one with its claws, Bonnie.
Whoop.
The first one is... Oh, that's a 27.
That hits.
And then the claw attack, that one might miss. That's 18. That misses.
That misses. I need a roll for concentration, though. So.
Well, hold on. After you know how much damage. You take 7 points of slashing damage and 3 points of necrotic damage. So a total of 10. So you need to roll a 10 on your constitution saving throw to maintain concentration.
I like that mechanic. That's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
'Cause
rolled
you-
a 16.
Okay, yeah, it's either half the damage or 10, whichever is higher. All right. And then the one up here on Remy is actually gonna... Shara's been hitting him.
I just hit him with a stick.
You did just hit him with a stick. Well, let's see. Odds, it's Shara. Evens, it's Kieran. Okay. So Kieran, 2 attacks coming your way. That is a... The first one missed. That was a natural 2. The second one, that is a 20 to hit.
Yes.
So you take 6 points of slashing damage as it kind of rakes out at you after you slammed it with its with your sword. And then the one on Bonnie that now has advantage because its master arrived. Bonnie, 2 attacks.
Right.
Both of those were natural 17 and natural 19. So that's a 20 and a 23.
23 hits.
Okay. That's an additional 5 points of slashing damage as you kind of turn to face the more humanoid creature that kind of towers even above Bonnie a little bit. You feel a rake across your back from its beast companion. All right, that takes us to Kieran.
I'm gonna hit it with a stick.
Hit it with a stick.
Still advantage.
You have advantage. Yep.
Natural 13 plus 7, dirty 20.
Yep.
So that is that is 8 damage.
8 points of damage. Nice. It's looking bloodied as much as a shadow creature can. All right. And you just stick there?
Yeah. Is there anybody I could counter around to give better advantage for a physical attack?
You can give Remy, like right now you're giving Shara advantage on her shocking grasps. You're giving, or you could give Remy advantage with his rapier. It's kind of your choice.
I'll give shocking grasp.
Okay, cool. So you can stick where you are for that. All right, Andalas.
That's me. Okay, I'm going to cast. I think I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip.
Okay.
So I'll cast on whatever's on the ship attacking, whatever's closest to me.
You can roll your attack.
I got 16.
That hits.
Nice. Thorn Whip is 26. 26. I got 3 damage.
Okay.
And I will save my other shit. And then let's see what Bonnie does. Bonnie.
Dottie.
Roll. Dottie. Oh my god. Dottie rolled a nat 1. Cool. She hates fighting.
Dottie
She doesn't like doing this.
No.
flips out of the fight. All right, cool. All right. Then the crew is going to go. Cora gets 1 hit off. Yavala has advantage. Hits once. Remy hits. And natural 20 for Shara thanks to advantage.
Ooh.
Made the right call.
So the one on the ship, you see Shara, like Remy slashes it with the rapier, and then Shara just grabs it in the face, and poof, you see this blast of energy rip through the creature as lightning just courses down its body, and it turns to vapor and fades away.
Why don't you all fade away?
And the let me see. Dexterity saving throw. A lightning bolt slams down here and hits the one that's facing off with Cora as well. All right. From our giant friend. All right, that's expected at the top. Lucky.
Okay. Is anybody looking messed up?
Right now, Cora is looking the most messed up, but she's like in the middle of rage, just
Cora.
like tearing into these creatures, but you do see several slashes and cuts across her body.
But Bonnie has also raised a hand at me.
Oh, Bonnie
Yes,
is
they-
also. There you go.
Okay.
I have lay on hands, but I
Bonnie.
know how much you like healing people, so.
Well, okay, then you're gonna be fine. So I would like to. No. Josh, remind me how casting 2 spells works. Like if you have one as a bonus action, does the other one
so-
have to be a cantrip? Is
Yeah,
that how
you
it
can
works?
only cast 1 leveled spell or 1 spell with a spell slot per turn. Mhm.
Okay.
So you could do
Then
bonus action healing word and then a cantrip for
Right.
action. Yeah. Mhm.
then that's no,
tough
because like
call.
Bonnie. Well, because I don't want to get up and all that business really, but because I'm really in the middle of it. I guess what I'll do is I will. Sorry, I'm thinking.
Support lifestyle.
I'm using my thoughts. Okay, yeah, okay. So what I'll do is I will cast Sacred Flame on
Okay.
that creature between, like that's right next to Bonnie.
Okay. That is a is that a 1 or a 7? It's a natural 1.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
it takes,
I knew you weren't Shadowheart.
I think
because-
this spell is so
yeah.
stupid. That's just me. And I also get to add an extra something here because of my gay little form. Hold on.
So, see if they change Sacred
Okay, it's
Flame
an extra
at
2, so that's going to be 8 radiant damage.
all. Okay, 8 radiant damage. Nice.
And then I will throw a healing word at Bonnie. 12 healing to Bonnie.
Yay,
Nice.
thank you.
Perfect.
Mhm.
All right, and then that takes. You want to stay where
What
you
I'm
are,
here
Lucky, right
for.
there by the ship.
I love where I am.
Perfect. All right, that takes us to
Love it.
Ravik. You're
All
seeing
right,
Bonnie
Ravik.
getting kind of like this creature,
Uh-oh.
probably 8 feet tall, has appeared behind Bonnie and is kind of raking into Bonnie.
All right, can I sort of make? Okay, all right, I'm a little afraid here. Okay, let me think. How is Kieran looking?
Kieran's looking fine. He's up on the ship.
Where's Kieran? Oh, okay, sorry, all right. Kieran, who's the barbarian person?
Cora.
Cora. Okay, all right. And how's Cora looking? Is what I meant.
I mean,
to
she's
ask.
looking like she's probably bloodied, but doesn't seem affected by it too much. She's just in the thralls of battle.
All right, so this is what I'll do then. I will, from where I currently am, I'm gonna take a shot at Bonnie's big, shadowy, hulking attacker.
Do you want to hex him first?
I want to hex him first.
So you get
Alright.
if you're gonna move your hex with the bonus action, you always want to have the hex up first because then you get that bonus damage.
Okay, I was gonna try to take two attacks.
You can do
at
that
him,
too
but
if you don't want to move your hex. Yep.
I'll hex because I get a D6
Yeah.
if hex is on him, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll hex him. I'll move my hex to him, and then I will make my way around to get flanking with Bonnie. If I have enough movement.
I don't think you have enough movement. Let's see. Nope, you do. Yeah, you can get there and get flanking for Bonnie.
All right.
Yeah.
Which
And
gives
then
you
I'm gonna
flanking with your sword.
Yes. So then I'm going to attack at advantage. It's hard because I could just stand in the back and take pot shots at people with spell attacks.
I think it's funny that you and Jace have role reversal.
Yeah.
Like you're being frontline and they're doing support now.
I mean, you do always have Eldritch Blast if you want to sit in the back, but
I know, but I'm making a character choice.
Yeah.
It'll probably make sense later. All right, let's see. So advantage. So that's 16 and
let me check.
ooh, a 16 on the dice plus something or another.
That hits.
I gotta like print out my sheet so I don't have to keep going back and forth. So it's 16. I think it's plus 3.
16 hits.
so
16 on the die will hit. Its armor class is
Okay.
15. Mhm.
And then it is the short sword is a what damage now?
1d6, I think.
D6. I'm sorry, I gotta do this on y'all. This is just taking too long for me to try to remember this stuff. And all right,
No one's
Sure,
judging
sure.
you. We're all here for you, actually. And we all love you very
We're all
much.
we're very supportive.
I love the love. I love the love.
There's
All
a
right,
lot
so
of
that's
what's going on.
eight damage
8
from
points of
the
damage.
sword plus a D6 of hex, right?
Uh-huh.
Plus another 4. So that's 12 damage total.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. All right. That takes us to Bonnie. Bonnie, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
As from
You
this
split
creature
screen.
that has appeared behind you, there's just this emanating aura that's kind of falling off of it, and you kind of breathe in a little bit at the start of your turn, and it could have an effect on you.
I'm immune to diseases.
It's not a disease.
Okay, well, this is a trend I've seen before.
What does that mean?
That's a 6.
A 6 on your okay. So at the start of your turn, you kind of breathe in, and you're kind of hockey. You are poisoned until the start of your next turn. And so you have disadvantage on your attacks, but you are flanking with both of the creatures, so your attacks would be just straight rolls.
Okay. Not gonna move then. All right, I'm gonna, as big and scary as the thing behind me is, I'm gonna try to put this critter to bed in front of me.
Absolutely.
So, I'm gonna smack it again with the quarterstaff.
Mac him.
It's a 7 to hit.
7 misses.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the kind of the toxin kind of hitting your lungs throws you off as you swing, and the creature just kind of shadows out of the way a little bit.
Yeah, that's not great. Okay.
All right. That takes us to our enemies here.
How did I forget how to stack my windows? What's
yeah, they're
going
gonna
on?
go Cora. Okay. Okay, it's 4 hits on Cora. Ooh.
What does that mean?
I'm just having to do math in my head. Cora is looking like these 4 strikes from these beasts on Cora slam into her, and you just see her kind of like drop to a knee for a second, and then she stands up and lifts her blacksmith's hammer ready to attack again, but you can tell that she is in a very rough spot. And then the one on Bonnie, the beast on Bonnie, is going to make an attack on you, Bonnie, with advantage. First one will hit. That was a natural 19 on the die, and the second one was 18. Does 21 hit Bonnie?
That meets my armor class.
That meets it. Okay, so 2 hits on Bonnie. 13 points of slashing damage, Bonnie. Make another Constitution saving throw. You have to hit a 10. No, yeah, you have to hit 10.
We believe in you, Bonnie.
21.
21. All right, you maintain Constitution on Shield of Faith. As the big creature is going to, let's see, Bonnie or the one who just hit it. All right, Ravik. It turns around on you after you slammed it, and it's going to make 2 attacks on you, one with its bite and one with its claws. First one
At disadvantage?
is at disadvantage. That is a 19 to hit on the bite. The second strike is not at disadvantage. That is a 22 to hit. So from the bite, you take 12 points of damage, from 12 points of slashing damage, and 2 points of necrotic damage, so 14 total. And then from the claw, you take...
Can y'all chill?
10 points of
I only
slashing
got
damage.
so much healing.
And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
2 points of damage?
Is Ravik in 60 feet of me, Josh?
10. Yes.
I can cast a prepared spell since he got hit.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast. It has to be one of these spells. Hold on. It has to be a searching spell. So I'm gonna cast something's grasp. I can't say what because it would reveal my class.
Absolutely.
And maybe I'm casting that. A grasp.
You cast marijuana.
They have to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
DC 13.
It's a 2.
Sweet. Y'all see this like it's like a kind of vine-shaped evil mist type thing happen, and then the fucking thing levitates 3 feet off the ground,
Okay.
and is considered grappled and has to make strength or dex checks.
And it's hex. I never chose the hex disadvantage.
do strength the same.
Yeah, I guess. But it doesn't work on. Is it a check or a saving throw?
It's a check.
It was so just checks,
Okay, yeah, strength.
but the strength check had disadvantage to get this spell to go off in the first point. So yep.
Yep.
It's not actually flying that high. That's just as good as I've got. All right, cool. So
Yep.
it's flying up 3 point, and it is grappled.
Yep.
Cool. They changed
Oh,
what grapple does.
Sure.
They changed grapple.
They just, I think they did. Hold on, here's my index.
I rolled a 19 on that con save, by the way, Josh.
Okay, you maintain concentration. Oh, yeah.
You
so,
have disadvantage attacking anything other than what's grappling you.
yes, and you are not poisoned by the attack.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't taking much more of anything.
Let me just escaping grapple. Okay, cool. All right.
Oh, Ravik, how are you looking?
Ravik got smacked pretty hard.
Smacked
I'm
pretty
be honest
hard.
with you.
Okay.
He's gonna be limping back to the ship.
All
Are
right.
you? Well, you're going to be limping back to the ship, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, you're not gonna die.
All right.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't die, then he's gonna be.
and
Okay.
because the creature is now
Ah!
grappled, Ravik, you can escape from it pretty much. It would have disadvantage on its attack rolls against you for an escape. All right, that takes us
you're
back
free. Okay.
to Kieran.
Can I get to one of the critters attacking Cora?
20. What's your movement speed?
30.
30 would get you there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to,
I'll dash.
okay.
And then I'll use action surge so I can still get an attack. And I'm going to give myself and her flanking.
Good. So you've got flanking on the one behind Cora there. Mm-hmm.
Natural 17, so that's a hit.
Yep, that hits.
And my massive, 11 damage.
11 points of damage. Nice. That one's looking rough.
And I yell at it.
Okay.
Can I get the disadvantage intimidation?
Sure, get the disadvantage intimidation.
What is my intimidation? +2. A 3 + 2, a 5!
5. Okay. I mean, it definitely is aware of your presence and isn't pleased with it. All right. That takes
Aware
us
of your
to
presence.
Andalus.
Yes. I am also going. I forgot that wasn't my turn. I was just dicking around. Okay. I will yet again be thorn whipping.
Okay. What's the range?
Sure.
Oh, this is. Hold on. Sorry. So many spells. Range is 30 feet. So I have range.
I got you there in range
Thank
with
you.
the one that's on Bonnie.
Yeah. Let me hit that fucking thing. I rolled 18.
18 hits.
Nice. I rolled 4 damage.
4 points of damage. Right.
Excellent.
Dottie jumping in the fray.
Yeah, Dottie will attack too.
Okay.
Joss, can you check your messages when you get a chance?
Yeah.
She rolled like a 9.
That'll miss.
All right. I need dice for
That
Dottie.
was made.
She doesn't like this dice.
Oh.
I'll get a chicken dice or something.
Yeah.
Eggshell.
Chicken dice.
Oh, egg dice.
Ooh, look.
Egg dice.
All right. That takes us to. Hold on. Oh, the crew goes next.
Oh, and Josh, I impose sap on that creature, so its next attack is
As a
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Nice, good. All right, that goes the crew. Cora is going to slam into the one in front of her. A natural 20.
Nice.
So you just see Cora just kind of like on her last leg, but she just slams down into the creature and just like impacts into the ground through it as it scatters in shadow as she leaves a depression in the ground in front of her. And then she's going to wheel around on the other one and face it and just yell in its face. The Yavala's going to attack the one next to Bonnie with advantage. That'll hit. Okay. And then Remy's going to pull out a longbow and shoot. We'll hit that one. And Shara's going to do Scorching Ray. Okay. Onto the big guy.
Oh no!
So an arrow hits the big guy, and then 3 bolts of fire slam into it. Since it's floating there, the giant picks up a stone and chucks it at the creature that's floating in the air, thanks to Andalus's grasp.
Nice.
And, all right, cool. All right, that takes us to the top. Lucky.
Okay.
And you are considered proficient with it because you were trained. I know it won't tell you that, but yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a dex.
Can I? Right. Can I cast Healing Word on Cora?
Yes.
This is gonna be at level 2 because we're running a little low here.
Okay.
But I think she needs it.
Yeah,
so
she
this
had 3 hit points left.
Okay.
Oof.
He's
That is gonna be 16 hit points.
Okay. I think it's Cora. I mean, 19 hit points for a barbarian is like, now she's back up to like 30 something. So, or for almost 40.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
She'll be.
You
and if she's
maximize
not,
your.
then I have Spare the Dying, and we'll deal with
Yeah.
it when it comes. And then I would like to. You see Lucky for a minute. Like Lucky has this like very impressive looking like mace, right? That they've like hit with before, and they just like all of a sudden like unscrew the top, which like you shouldn't be able to do. Reach in, and I would like to take my revolver and shoot at the giant, the big humanoid.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll. Dex,
Okay.
It's a dex attack, yeah.
Because sometimes you gotta heal, and sometimes you gotta harm.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Let me show you this.
love.
Let me show you this trick Bama taught me while you were out in the woods torturing squirrels.
But can he get knuckle tats to say heal and harm? I love that.
That's really funny.
I'm
That's
glad you-
amazing.
I'm glad
All
you
right.
changed your last name, you son of a bitch.
Thank you, Atwood.
And then that's gonna be. So that is gonna be an 17 to hit.
That hits.
Or sorry, it's higher than that, but yeah. And then that's gonna be this dice. Ooh, 15.
15 points of damage. Nice.
nice.
And that creature.
And Lucky looks so like they know exactly what they're doing with this gun.
Amazing.
That creature
They
is
learned,
looking
they
bloody.
learned it at rehearsal from a bunch of guys.
All right. Ravik, as you hear a blast from behind you or across the way from you, as
Instinctively, I
you
duck.
just see Ravik just poof, Lucky fire. The creature is floating there in front of you, grappled by Andalus, and you would have advantage on your attacks against him.
Okay. Jesus. Would it have an opportunity attack against me if I tried to
It
move?
would have an opportunity attack on you, but it would have disadvantage on that opportunity attack.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to swing at it with a short sword.
Okay, we have advantage on the attack.
Advantage. That is an 18 and an 11. So 18 on the dice.
That hits.
Okay, and then it's
The 11 probably would have hit you.
a D6, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's
2d6 because
4.
you get hex as well. Mhm.
Okay, so that's 4 plus another D6. So 6 total on the slash and the hex.
What does it look like as Ravik carves through this creature?
Yeah, let's go.
So kind of same idea where I swing my blade, and as it comes through, like the mist will like sort of just condense around the blade and make it thicker and just heavier looking, and just drive deep into the beast's chest and fail the beast with my short sword, water short sword.
Nice.
Thank God, because if he would have hit me, I would not have been okay.
Best
And I should
defense,
have
good
another.
offense.
Amen. I should have another bonus action attack, right? Oh no, Hex is Hex my. Well,
you
no,
didn't move
well-
it, yeah.
Oh, can I move it?
I don't think you can with the light crossbow. You could if you did it a hand crossbow, but I don't think you can with the light crossbow. No, because it's two-handed. So yeah.
It is a hand. It is a hand crossbow.
Oh, it's a hand crossbow. Yes, then you can fire with the hand crossbow. Mhm.
Okay. It has the light
Yes.
feature.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at the barbarians.
Okay. The one next to
Did you
Cora
heal
and
them,
Kieran?
Lucky?
Yes.
I healed
Yes.
the barbarian.
Okay, well then I'm gonna try to take out Bonnie's
Okay.
op. So I'm gonna try to position myself a bit and take a shot at the one that Bonnie is engaged with.
Okay.
Hold on. Ooh, that's a 3 on the die.
That misses. As
yeah.
you kind of fire, and Bonnie's like hopping there, and you don't want to hit Bonnie, so you fire a little bit wide.
Yeah,
All
I'm a little
right.
shaken by that last encounter.
Good. That takes us to Bonnie. As you hear the distinctive whistle of an arrow going by.
Like right between her ears.
Yeah.
Like over her head.
My bad. My
Oh,
bad.
they do that little twitch thing.
Okay, Bonnie knows that sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. So she is going to use her rabbit hop technique and bounce out of range of this creature.
Okay. Does that prevent opportunity attacks?
Opportunity attacks? Yes, it does.
Nice.
Cool.
Amazing.
10 feet.
She's so majestic.
So that's my bonus action.
So demure.
10-foot vertical leap.
Mindful wife.
So that's my bonus action, 10 feet. I'm going to
Very demure,
use.
very mindful.
Yes.
I'm going to use lay on hands on myself and heal for 10 points.
Okay, and that's your action.
Yes, and then I am going to run back in so I can give him advantage.
As you are running back in, all of you hear the distinctive sound of a psss getting closer as
And you just flipped on that.
flying in from the side, Bonnie, slamming into it is Harold on a jetpack.
My boy!
As he slams
Yes,
into the creature. And you see like his short sword is out. So he's doing like a diving attack with them. That will hit. And Harold gets sneak attack.
Go here. I imagine them
But
saying,
are
like,
there
stay
are,
away from my little lucky rabbit's foot. Just like,
but are there a lot of bats around him too?
Yeah,
Is
so
there a
you
cloud of
behind
bats?
that you hear three other jetpacks flying in as well, as Thresh and Tyape and Weller John appear on the battlefield as well.
Oh no, it's Weller.
But they're being swarmed by literally 1,000 bats. And
Yeah,
Andalus,
bats, let's go,
all
bats.
you hear is fruit from the bats. Andalus as they're swarming around. And this one is off the battlefield.
Gosh,
I
this
love
place
bats.
is fucking terrifying. What is going on here?
As
I didn't tell anyone else about the bats, so this is probably quite concerning to everyone.
yeah, as Kieran, you get the last hit on this guy if you can take him out with your hit.
Alrighty. That is a 20. That is a 21.
That hits.
To hit. And that is a total of 8 damage.
And how does Kieran take out the shadow?
Yeah.
He hits it with a stick.
He hits it with a stick.
Nice.
Very
Unceremoniously.
strategically.
The
Yeah.
two-handed over the top.
Yeah.
Once again, snap.
A cartoonish bonk noise.
Hit him right in the temple, take him down.
All right.
Ooh, I like the close shots. I love the close shots.
As our crew all finds themselves here in the wreckage, quiet as things begin to die down, we'll go ahead and take a 5-minute break there and come back after the fight.
Thank you, bye.
So as the clanging of swords and the shouting of battle kind of subsides, you look around and you realize like the field is clear of shadow creatures. The large towering one is gone, and the moment is quiet here as 4 more of your crew members are now accounted for here, as Weller, Thresh, Antiope, and Harold are now present at the battle.
Does anyone here speak giant?
Is that like an animal? Or that probably doesn't work the same way.
I
No.
don't think so.
Does anyone on the crew speak giant?
You shout that loud enough, and you just hear kind of from the back, like from the ship where like depowering the call lightning, the giant kind of shouts back, I also speak common.
Yay!
I knew
Oh,
it.
well, that's
I knew it.
handy.
Well, what is
That'll
your name?
Oh, my name is Skarda. And kind of as she comes around the ship and approaches you, kind of kneeling down a little bit lower, you see a tall stone giantess, bald head, but looks like ceremonially bald, as there are runic tattoos running across her head and down her neck into her kind of fur outfit that she's wearing. And she just kind of looks out at all of you. I was worried because you were ready to feed the forest.
We appreciate you stepping in. Ravik will say as he's giving himself the inspiration cure wound. What was it called? Andulicite.
Oh yeah, you can use the little item that
Oh,
Angelus created to
you-
cast Cure
you-
Wounds. Mhm.
You can
Yep.
hold off on that because Lucky's gonna like chill and do a prayer of healing right
Nice.
now.
Okay, awesome.
If you want to save that.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so for 10 minutes I am meditating.
Okay. As Skarda is there, kind of looking at each of you, you drew
Skarda?
quite the attention to yourselves with your arrival.
Well, I think you were
I
kind of
assure
shot
you.
down.
Does anyone know why we crashed?
So
Captain?
Remy kind of comes down and says, well, we seem to be under attack by some kind of mystic energy or force. I'm not quite sure. It seems to be kind of like the lights that they talked about in the previous expeditions, but they didn't mention anything about them being an attack.
Well, Miss Skarda, is it? Do you know anything about lights that attack flying ships?
You must have angered the Valley of the Opal.
Oh, that's... Now, what is that exactly?
Yeah, I was about to ask the same thing. Thank you so much.
Well, we do not travel far from the mountain, and she kind of makes reference to the peak behind her. But across the way in the outer range, there is a valley that our people feel strange when we hunt near. across the forest. She's kind of looking out into the darkness, across the forest and the plain beyond. There's an area of the mountain range that cuts inward almost unnaturally. And as long as we can recall, it's been called the Valley of the Opal.
That's about Valley of the Opal.
She says, where's my notes? Oh, yeah. She says, the Delki and the Dadarati are much closer there. May know more.
What now?
The Delki, as a band of centaurs who make the valley plains their home. The Darati, a tribe of Leonin, who kind of live among the lower mountain range there. Delki, Delki. Darati is Darhtee.
Delki are centaurs.
Mm-hmm. And the Darati are Leonin.
Are they? Do they have a tendency to be friendly to outsiders?
Outsiders. Such a strange thing. There've been so few.
How do you speak common?
Well, were we not all gifted by the gods with our knowledge? You're speaking the language of the gods there, Kieran, aren't you? Or he doesn't know your name. Speaking your language of the gods there, are you not?
I am now.
What about the other ship? Did you see any of the other survivors?
Other survivors from your vessel. There were 2 who are in our village, quite injured from, I think, whatever device they were using to fly failed partway through, and they fell into the mountain. Thankfully, one of our stone herders managed to locate them and carry them for safekeeping. You can't stay this close to the forest. The creatures will return.
So
We
we've
need
got
to
to
repair our ship.
Remy kind of looks at the deflated bladder of the dirigible. I don't really think it's going to go anywhere, at least until we do some repairs.
Do the creatures only come out at night?
Scarda kind of looks into the forest. There are parts of the forest that are dark enough that they may attack during the day, but here only so boldly at night and when the moon isn't high.
Well, if we came back to work on the ship during the day, that should be all right.
Yeah, you'd be all right then. However, this close to the mountain, the ritual of orogenesis has not been done recently. It's quite an unsettled place as well.
What is this
What ritual is that?
What does it do?
Oh, well, I suppose, how many of you are there? And she kind of looks around at the group gathered here. I suppose if you would like safe passage or a place to rest without fear of shadow creatures, I could take you back to the village. The leader of our tribe, Trame, she could probably explain it somewhat better than I could.
Your leader be willing to take us all in? I'm not sure if we have much to offer in the way of reciprocity.
She kind of touches the earth at her feet. It is the nature of my people to shepherd all creatures that walk the earth. I believe it is a kindness given. You fight the shadow creatures. I assume we are at least on the same side there.
That's
With
an
both
incredible purpose.
She kind of looks at you, Andalus, and smiles.
I like look down immediately to do with my hands.
Do we notice the exchange of
You can make an insight check.
glances there? Well, I'm not the most.
All right,
insightful.
Mr. Charisma, make an insight check.
I'm not insightful at all. Let me see. Where's my insight? Okay.
Ravik's gonna be like, she's into Andulus.
Yeah. No. I got a 4.
Yup, that's what
No, you
she's
didn't-
into
You don't pick
Andulus.
up at it at all.
I'll
You're like,
lean
I
over
think
to
I can make
Bonnie.
this work.
I lean over to Bonnie. Like, they're gonna bang. They're gonna bang. Watch.
So
Logistically, not sure how it's gonna work out.
horrifying.
The optics.
Scarta
I'm
stands
not
up.
sure how it's gonna work out logistically, but they're gonna bang.
Scarta stands up to her full 20-foot height and kind of surveys the scene before you. It is up to you. I'm going to make my way back to the village myself for safety. I'm afraid if you stay here, they will come back and you will only feed their hunger.
Do you mind waiting long enough so we can get ourselves packed up and get our injured secured? Maybe we could follow you back.
Sure, I'm happy to help carry anything that you need.
We definitely appreciate the invitation. Is there any other information we need to know about the area? I mean, if we're gonna be traveling through.
Any customs about your village that are important to you?
It's a great question.
I'm the watcher of our village. My major role is in protecting the outskirts of the village. I don't travel far from it. Our leader or one of our scouts could potentially give you some more information about surrounding areas and any concerns. Traume is a dream strider. She sees many great mysterious things written in the stones and in the sky. She can probably guide you in a much more careful way.
Rodney,
Like, I don't
someone else may be
wanna
able to
be-
talk to you.
What was that, Kieran?
This is Rodney. Someone else may be able to talk to you then.
The stones, the Scarta kind of looks down at you talking to the stone
No.
and smiles at you and then kind of goes, what were you saying, Bonnie?
I just don't want to bow when I should shake a hand, or like, I need to wipe my feet before I go inside. What's the?
Scarta holds up her hand, which is about the size of Bonnie, and says, our cultures are one of shared kindness and respect. As long as you carry yourselves with the air of being visitors and guests, you will be welcome.
Thank you so much. And Bonnie's gonna start getting the wagon ready for travel.
How is Bonnie pulling the wagon?
I'm going to check for a wind first, because that was the mechanic we built in.
Yeah. Go ahead and see if there's wind. You can roll a nature check to see if there's enough wind to power it up the mountain.
I'd be done
And-
casting by this point.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So I would have healed Ravik, Bonnie, Kieran or Angelus. Did you take damage? Nope.
Only 6.
I'll heal Kieran and Cora, who got super messed up, and then whoever was whatever other crew member would have been the most injured in that fight.
Yavala.
Yavala. So I heal those 5 for. I did roll damage before, but guess who entirely forgot what I rolled? Me. Me.
Let's say you did 19.
No.
82 damage. 82 damage.
So
82 healing.
Oh my god, stop saying numbers! I just forgot I rolled a 95!
no. They're down
I'm
full
so sorry.
math.
Look.
This is worse than what I rolled before. I know that for sure. That's what you get. So
No.
4 plus 3 is 17 healing.
17. Okay.
And as the spell goes off and this kind of wave of warm energy radiates off of Lucky to all of you injured, Scarta kind of, you see her like grab the air and just a mote of white light energy is floating in her hand for a second, and then she releases it. Haven't felt that touch in quite a while.
You mean divine energy?
Yes.
Glad to reintroduce you.
Feels comforting.
I'm glad. If there are those in your village who might need some healing, give me a rest and I might be able to help out with that.
Our healers are quite adept at using the magics of the earth to fix and repair. They're taking care of a couple of your crew. I would imagine that they are outsiders like yourselves. Suddenly appearing here would be coincidence for them not to be. But not like that.
I'm sure they're very good at what they do.
And she's carefully surveying, like she's talking to you, but every now you can see she's looking out to the forest edge, just keeping an eye, making sure that nothing is coming in as you guys prepare.
You were pretty.
Bonnie, do you need help packing?
What was your nature
rolled
check,
it.
Bonnie?
I rolled a 10.
A 10. You get the sense that in addition to the fact that the implication from Scarta is that you're going to be going up the mountain, that you would need a fairly powerful wind to carry you there, that it may be better to put the cart in a safe space here and just kind of like, you get the sense that Remy's going to lock the hold up before you all leave. So it might make more sense to put it there.
All right, so that's what she's going to do then.
Okay, so Karen, you can help Bonnie move the cart into the hold as everyone else is gathering their things. Yeah, Ravik, what were you saying?
Well, I was just gonna talk to Lucky. So you're pretty impressive out there. Your spells and your wings, your firearms, and never really seen a Lightbringer in action. So.
Well, they don't usually do the gun thing. That's me. But yes.
Yeah, I never heard any
Unfortunately,
stories about Lightbringers and guns, so that's a new one for me.
Lightbringers usually have guardians to take care of the heavy fighting for them. I don't have that. Therefore, the gun.
You can't spell guardian without gun.
That is very true, honey.
That's well, okay.
What?
A bit of a okay.
He's actually right.
Yes.
He's right.
yeah.
Are you just an anomaly of not having a guardian, or is there a story behind that a few stiff drinks would maybe loosen you up?
Well, I don't need one anymore. I'm not really a Lightbringer. They don't exist anymore.
You still got some divine energy. And,
yes, but so does any cleric.
sure. So, what did your guardian just decide to up and leave you when the natural order just shifted?
It was a mutual decision. We had prepared for, after our life of training, to go be a light-bringing guardian for, however long. And when that no longer needed, we wanted different things.
I understand that. Yeah. Plans change and all. Gods know mine have, so. Well, maybe
But
we
I know
should go ahead and get
really you just
ourselves-
wanted to know if I was seeing anyone, Ravik, and unfortunately, for me, I am single, so...
Oh, well, that's a conversation we could definitely have at a later time, but let's get ourselves all situated for this trek through the forest. We'll talk about
Right.
relationship status later.
From above you, about 15 feet, you hear a voice. We will not be going into the forest.
Oh, where exactly is your village or your homestead?
Scarda kind of turns and looks back to the mountain behind them. There.
Oh, in the mountain or
Uh,
on the mountain?
Upon it.
Oh, okay. Well, I stand corrected.
Andalus, you hear in your voice ahead. Are you sure we can trust this random person?
No, but they did fight those shadow things, and that was pretty good, I think.
I don't know. She looks like she could eat all of you.
Yeah, but a lot of people look like they could eat all of us frequently.
Well, let's just let it be known. I'm just a bite. Y'all are a full meal.
Well, don't worry, I won't let anything happen to you. I promise.
Okay. Dottie kind of ruffles her feathers and hides around your ankles a little bit.
Cute. Josh, no one else is a full elf in the group, right?
Not.
I think everyone else is half elves.
I think not in the current. There is one male elf, the healer. He's kind of coming out right now, carefully. He's got a crutch from where he was injured. He's coming out of the ship right now with his pack on his back, ready to walk off.
Can I go ask him a question really quick?
Yeah.
Hey,
This is Rowan, the healer. Yeah.
Rowan, I know we haven't had a full conversation or anything, but I just wanted to know if you ever have any strange dreams or weird nightmares.
Well, I don't know. You're wood elf. Slightly different, I suppose. We don't really sleep. Do you all sleep?
No, we do the the trancing thing, but yeah, you don't normally have. I've heard people talk about dreams, but we don't
Yes.
normally have those, right?
I mean, trance visions are not untold. There are some among us who are gifted with the bounties of divination that sometimes dream great things.
Does it ever predict the future?
The word was divination, and I don't.
That's right.
I think
Oh, God,
that does mean sometimes that does mean
but
that
the
there's-
literal future, literally what happened.
He said, he kind of leans back. He says, "Well, there was my grandmama was quite gifted in the arts of divination, and she always knew everything that was happening in the family, and it had to have been the dreams." I imagine that she probably could have told
No,
the
she was just a
futures.
gossip.
Yeah, I'm sure it was nothing else.
Yeah, but I mean, there are divination savants there who can predict. Well, I'm a natural druid. I believe that while everything does have a path, and there are futures that exist, they don't exist until they become the present, and they could always change.
That's a nice way to think about things.
Hmm.
You Cool. That's great. I'm going to leave now, and I like split off, and I'm like not comforted. He looks more anxious than before.
He's like hobbling
Yeah,
with the help of
doesn't make any sense.
or the cook is helping him kind of gather his things.
I've always been terrible at divination. What the fuck? And I started doing stuff.
Dottie says, "Wasn't your gift?"
Divination wasn't my gift. What is he talking about?
It's not really her gift either.
Well, yeah, I know, but like, it should. Never mind. And I just like start putting all my stuff together, helping everyone else.
I also love natural druid as opposed to like Masanto or like.
I think it was a targeted response to me because everyone thinks
I'm a GMO druid.
Not a GMO
I
druid.
see.
Stop.
I'm a vegan druid,
like
and you have a
corporate-
chicken. So let's just talk
druids,
about
yeah.
it for a second.
Yeah,
Hormone-boosted,
definitely.
corn-fed.
Andalus
Yeah.
would like have enough passive insight to know that like it was a dig at the fact
I knew
that
it was a
yeah,
dig.
mhm.
I knew it was a dick. Don't worry. He just chose to not care about that. He'll internalize that later.
But as you all kind of gather your things, and the camp is packed, the ship safely kind of locked, and the items there protected. Remy does ask Skarda like whether or not the creatures tend to only hunt things, or do they tend to mess with, items or whatever. And she says, well, they're mostly just hungry, so I don't think your ship will provide them much substance. They should probably leave it alone. And none other than my tribe make this mountain our home, so there shouldn't be any others walking around to bother it. Unless there were more outsiders like yourselves who are visiting our lands.
Well, did we learn about the first ship at all?
Yeah, but those
I did ask.
the first ship.
You did ask.
The 3 individuals on the first ship were never seen again. And then the 5 crew of the second voyage, only one of them was recovered, and seemed to imply that the other 4 members had been killed. But they were crazy, so who knows?
Is any of their his claims, the ones that made it back, are they sort of making sense now based off what we've seen?
Yeah, I mean,
living
talked
vines,
about
shadow creatures.
Talked about shadow creatures. Talked about the forest wanting to kill them. The big thing they talked about was like the hulking creature of diamond and stone is not something that has made itself relevant, but the other things about the danger of the forest.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Ronnie.
So as you all kind of start packing up and are Skarda's leading the trek up away from the ship towards the mountain, you ask about a hulking creature of diamond and stone. Skarda is kind of using her giant club as a walking stick now, kind of pulling herself up the mountain. I've heard legends of such things deeper in the valley. Where did you hear about this?
I would like to make an insight check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I make an insight check?
Yes, anybody can.
I rolled a 3.
Not me.
She just seems to like.
I'll try,
She'd
but
heard a
I'm not.
legend.
25.
So you get
got
the sense from Scarlet that like she's telling the truth as far as she knows it, but you also get the sense like when she talks about like the valley, it's like this far off mystical place that she's never seen.
Okay.
Because you
Sure.
like from Skarda's own admission, as the watcher of the tribe, she never leaves the mountain.
Right. So she only knows
Yeah.
what other people say.
So anything she's saying is kind of secondhand.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm curious about. Yes, as we make our way up, can I sort of? I want to. I guess that we're packing to make our way up, right? wanna
At this point, I
ask
think
Luck-
everybody's kind of gathered their things and they're moving up.
Okay.
Mhm.
I want to ask Lucky, hey, do you feel comfortable just maybe as we make our way, if you can sort of just have a conversation with our little giant friend here and sort of get a feel for what exactly they're all about. I mean, I'd hate the idea that they're leading us to, a feast with their giant friends and, we're on the menu. Maybe see if you get any weird vibes from them as we're walking towards their village.
Okay. No, I'm pretty good at vibe checking. I'll do this.
I
I
got that
I'm gonna
vibe
settle up
from
to
you,
start
yeah.
up, and I kind of just want to start asking her questions about like her village and like their like policy on outsiders, like asking in a way of like this seems to be like a sort of if not religious thing, then like a a spiritual kind
Yeah.
of like way of being, and like just so coming at it from that angle
Mhm.
and seeing if that sort of thing of like, yes, we treat guests good is like actually like we marinate them
Sure.
well, like you know what I mean.
We use the
Or,
best
you know, we-
spices only.
We
Like,
put them
Serpent!
Yeah.
It's
there.
a
Um,
cookbook.
I would like,
cookbook.
since you're coming at it from a
No.
religious perspective, I would like you to roll just a persuasion check with advantage from a religious point of view, because she may open up to more information, but and then you can also roll an
Have
insight
that
check
divine connection.
because she's gonna say like that the opportunity to welcome outsiders has not been something we've been able to do for quite some time. We have the occasional visitors from the valley tribes, representatives, trying to broker some peace there. But it's been far beyond my birth that we've had anyone visit. The wall of shadow was below the village for so long, we were kind of trapped there for several
Our
generations.
people were trapped on the other side and couldn't. Honestly, most people didn't even really know if there was any life still beyond.
Yeah. We were not
It
sure.
is very heartening to know that there is.
Thankfully, the gift of the mountain provided for us for long enough to maintain our people. We were uncertain what the
is
valley
the
would
gift?
look like when it was done, but
What is the gift of the mountain?
well, the mountain is, and she kind of like looks at it for a moment, and then when the gods created this land, they created a bounty of rich energy and power, which provides the nutrients for the soil and the crops that we can grow. And when the gods left us, the mountain stayed true. She did provide in so many ways. We were able to feed our people. Our numbers were not able to grow, but we kept our children healthy. We kept ourselves safe and alive. We were able to avoid the greater dangers of lurking in the shadows. The mountain was a safe haven for us and has maintained itself. The creatures do not come far up its slopes in search of food.
I'm glad.
Hmm.
I'm glad the gods provided for you. That.
Well, they built something, and it is our job to keep it and maintain, I suppose. What was your insight check?
I did persuasion first. I don't know.
Yeah,
if you did
persuasion
that.
first. Okay, because she would give you a little more information if you did your
My
persuasion.
persuasion was 18.
Okay, and then your insight to see if her conversations around outsiders. Yeah.
That's another 25. I can't stop rolling 18s.
yeah,
It's so hard for me to not roll any.
She seems very honest about the way that they treat outsiders. So like kind of
Okay.
relieves the tension of that. But because you're coming at her from a religious point of view, what she does expound upon in that conversation is about there is tension within the community right now because the ritual of erogenesis has not been able to be done. And if you pressed her at all on like what the ritual was, basically the ceremonial of burying the dead, that their faith believes that you have to properly bury the dead within the mountain so that the mountain can provide the next generation. And since they have not been able to properly bury their dead recently, in the last, year or so, maybe not the year, 3 or 4 months, that they haven't had any new births. And so the ritual of erogenesis is like the welcoming of the return of spirits of the ancestors to the youth of their people. And that ritual hasn't been able to happen because they haven't been able to properly bury their dead. She seems very reluctant to explain why.
Okay, then I don't press that if that seems very private.
Yeah.
But I will, if the conversation naturally dies down or whatever, like I would just like to like signal to Ravik, like it's fine.
All right. So as you all make your way up the mountain, it's a good solid probably hour hike or so up, higher up and above. There's no more tree line here, kind of rocky scree. There's shrubs and brushes and things, but you do come across several places where the ground has been clearly like terraced, and there are vines growing up with large melons and grains on these terraced structures. Large torches set here, providing a little bit of probably during a light during the late evening, although they're out right now. And eventually you cut around to the back of the mountain high up, and you can see, like, looking out the mountain range below you to the ocean, kind of the opposite side of the mountain. And here there's a plateau ridge that kind of widens out, and you start to see structures built here, these tall stone things that looks almost like they terraced this plateau themselves. And as they were cutting the mountain down with the to form the plateau, they just cut the homes out as well. The homes seem to be built into the solid rock structure of the mountain. These tall, 25-foot tall, buildings with large opening doors that just have large structures of fur covering the windows, no doors or anything like that. And you start to see like torches here lighting the place here. And as Skarda kind of walks under a tall beam that's set here almost as like a welcoming arch in the area, she kind of motions for all of you to pass through, and she says, first we'll go see Dreamstrider Trauma and welcome you to the village, but welcome to the Shapers of Stone, outsiders. Hopefully we can keep you safe under the guardian of our ridge. And that's what we'll pick up next week.
Yay!
Yay! Applause for that.
Woohoo! Shapers of Stone.
The Shapers of Stone.
You paint such a vivid picture, Josh.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Shapers of Stone. Skarda is the watcher of the Shapers of Stone. And then the leader is Dreamstrider Traume. It's Traume.
Shapers of Stone.
Can you give me that name one more time?
Dreamstrider Traume is Traume, and she's the leader.
For you and me.
Yeah. No, I didn't have any of you roll about anything with giants because I don't think any of you lived in a place where giants... Because giants always lived on the outskirts of population, and I don't think any of you lived in spaces where they were common. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the only person who has any experience remotely similar is Harold.
Harold probably would have bet a few giants in his time, yeah.
Well, I'm talking about in his personal life, but
Hmm.
What?
I see.
Bonnie.
Bonnie is big.
Oh.
but yeah, he might have encountered.
Harold, notoriously attracted to big women, gets marble in his eyes looking at Zelda.
Body better keep an
God.
eye.
It reminds me of the D&D movie with what's his name? Bradley.
Oh,
Bradley.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Bradley Cooper.
But it's like they walk into the village and like Bonnie just leans down and is like, I see where you're looking, hero.
Oh my god. Amazing. Amazing
And this
time,
is
y'all.
So good.
the Highland Valley of the mountains.
No,
right?
the Highland Valley is the valley that she keeps referencing that she's never been able to set foot on. So if you're thinking about the region that you're in, you are on a mountain range that's like this coastal mountain range that separates the sea from the inner location of Highwall. As you go down the mountain range, there's that forest, and then the forest opens up onto a wide plain that then eventually hits foothills, and then there's another mountain range on the northern side of Highwall on the opposite side of this like peninsula of Highwall. So the Highland Plains is the one that she kept referencing, like in the valley that she's never been there. The Highland Plains, the valley, that's all the same space.
And they called that the Valley of the Opal. is what
So
they
the
called
Valley
that?
of the Opal is like beyond that, like in the cusp of the mountain. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, the Highland. So yeah, if you think the Highland Plains are where those two tribes are, the Centaurs and the Leonin, and then beyond them in the mountain itself is the Valley of the Opal. Mhm. I
Live
will-
in the Highlands.
I will update some markers on the map now that she's
Yeah.
pointed those same things out, and I'll send the updated map so you guys can see
The
kind of like
map's
those
been
locations.
revealed some.
Map,
Yeah.
map.
Yes, just from now.
Oh, I love the feeling of filling out a map. This feels like a video game. Like when you
Mhm.
uncover more
Yes,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
map, you know what I mean? And then you're like, I want to get it all.
Yes.
What's over here?
When you guys
Yeah,
start
no, can't
exploring on your own, Kieran is the cartographer, so he'll be responsible for filling in like.
I love
So
that.
how much of the map gets filled in properly will be based on Kieran's roles.
I played a cartographer in a game with Rob and Ace.
Oh really? Oh.
Yep.
I have to also say, my friend messaged me while we were playing game, and he said, "Use the strongest power of all, gun," and he had no idea. He did not know. And I was like, how did he figure that out? So I thought that was very funny.
That's true.
All right, I'm going to bed, y'all.
I
Have a
just
good
thought
one.
it would be really funny